Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today our agenda is to complete the lab for module number 1. So today we will cover configuring Microsoft 365 Microsoft 365 tenant. Now so here in we will see how in this one we have two exercises. In the exercise 1 we will explore we will explore Microsoft 365 tenant. So let's go and check. So first of all, you need to log into Office 365 with the tenant. I have already pre-created my tenant. Now, if I go to my app launcher, this is called app launcher. So if you click here, you will see admins, and here you see select all, show all, and there are different admin centers. So if you click on any of these, you will redirect it to that one, or you can say if you right click and open a new tab, and if you want to go to the Microsoft SharePoint Online, just click on this and it will open another console and you can simply go there. So you have, and if you want to go to other if you want to display all the admin centers, so just click here and you can see the different admin centers available. So you can find out all your admin centers easily. Now if I go here on at the top, you see this users. If I click on the users, you see we have active users, we have contacts, we have guest users, we have detailed deleted users, and team and groups. So if we look at the active users, so you can see the active users that we have currently in the lab environment. And if we click on the guest user, there is no guest user currently we have in this. And if you have deleted any of the users from here, you can see the list, and if there is users, you can permanently delete them or you can restore them. Now if you want to see, click on the user here and you can see the informations. which type of user it is. You can see the devices associated with the user, this user. You can see the licenses that has been assigned to this user, OneDrive, mails, everything. If you want to change the photo of the user, you can do it from here. If you want to reset the password of the user, you can do it from here. If you want to see the login status, sign in details, you can find out here for the last 30 days. Which role this user having, you can see that one. Now, if we talk about the group, here you have teams and group. If you go to the active teams and group, you can see there are different groups. This is the by default, the default group. So when you subscribe, you will get one group associated with your company. Now, if you look at this, you have billings. You can see the purchase services, your products, your licenses, your billing payments, your billing accounts, your payment method, your billing notifications. So if you want to see that what are the services you have purchased, you can find out those informations from here. There are some services which you can also opt for trial basis. Your products, the products which you have subscribed for, benefits you can see if you want. Billing and payment informations you can check. So you can define your time range and it will display your informations. Payment method you can define. Billing profiles you can check. Billing accounts you can check. Similarly, if you want, you can check your licensing informations. You can see the number of user you have assigned your license. So type of licenses you can check. Now, if we click on Active Directory, it will open your Azure Active Directory Admin Center. You can click here. And from here, you can see your informations related to users. From here you can create your users, you can download users informations, you can perform bulk operations. We see these things later on. Now similarly, if you click here, you can click on group and you can see the status of the group. Now if you look at here, company branding, click on customize under and browse the logo of your company if you want. So simply you can perform this type of actions. Now if you look here, if we click on the Endpoint Manager, which is Intune, Intune, which allow you to manage your devices. It's a mobile device and mobile application management tool, so MDM tool. We will discuss about Intune in our coming classes. Now here you can see there are different options available. Now if I click on devices and if I click on enroll devices, you see this Windows upload autopilot. So if you click on Windows environment, you have Apple enrollment, you have Android enrollment. So there are different options available. We can configure Windows Hello. So there are different options available. Now, if you look at the other options, there are different options. Like you can see the all devices, you can see your monitoring, you can see your platforms. Upgrade ring for Windows 10 and later. So you can create your own profile. Now there is different option. You see this Windows policies. There are different options. Compliance policy, configurations profile. You can create your configurations profile. So there are different lot of informations available or the options available that you can configure, and I will create a detailed video on Intune later on in my coming videos. Now, so if I go back, there is different options available as you can see. If you click on the tenant administration, you can see tenant status, help, your tunnel gateway, filter roles, and there are different roles. If you want, you can create your roles as well. So guys, here we just saw, we explored the different options. Now we will see how we create new user and group. So creating user, you have different options. You can create user from different consoles. If you see, this is Microsoft 365 Admin Center. If you click on the active users, you can create user from here, or if you go to the Azure Active Directory, and if you click on the user, From here, you can see you can create user also. You have PowerShell. You have PowerShell. Very soon I will post or upload my detailed video on PowerShell training. I am just working on it. So you have different places or the admin centers from where you can create your users. Now as you can see that what it is asking, you new user. Now suppose that I say Jack. Jack. Now you can type your first name, last name. Password is auto generated by default. You can select the group if you want. So the user will be member of that particular group. Now, if you want to note down the password, you can note down. You have option here, you can copy. Or you can hide. Now click on create. Now how we assign role to users. Now I am going to create another user. Rose. And here you see this. You have the role. So which role you want to associate or assign, you can simply define from here. Or click on create. Now the user is has been created. You can see that. Now, if you look here, here you see this role and administrator. Now, you see this, all the roles. Now, suppose that you want to assign password admin role to a user. Now, I am in the password administrator. And here you see this add assignment. And now, select the user that you want to assign this role. And once it is done, you can see the user is already added. Switch back. Click on the user. And click on the assign role. And you can see the role that you have assigned to this user. If you want to remove, you can remove. Now, similarly, if you want to work with group, go back and click on the group, and you see this. You can create new group. So what type of group you want to create? Microsoft 365 or security group? Microsoft 365 is recommended when it comes to clouding. But we will discuss about that later on. Now, if you go with the security group, you have to assign the name. Now, you say anything. Windows 10. Now, there is two options. Assigned dynamic user, dynamic device. We will discuss about this later on. Assign means you add the user manually. You can add or remove users manually. Whereas in dynamic, the users or the device will be added automatically based on the condition you have defined. So how we do that one, we will see that one in coming videos. Now if you refresh, your group has been created. Similarly, if you want to create any other, select. You can define your owner, you can define the members, you can add them, create. Wait. Now group has been created. Now you can add your users anytime you want. You can add the groups. If you go, you can go open, and now you see this member, and from here you see you have the options to add your members. Select the user you want to add to this group. You can search. To search object, you need to define at least 3 characters. So you can add the users to your group. So you can add your users at the time of creation of your group or even after creation of your group. Now, if you want to add, so this is how we can add. Now, if we talk about assigning license, so go to the user, go to the user, and you see that we have license here. Now there is no license assigned to this user. Click on assign, select the license you want to assign, and when you click on save, we got error. Why? Because licenses are associated with the user's location. So if you go to user property, if you go here, edit property, now look at that. Uses location. This field is empty. So you cannot assign license until unless you define the user's location. Now, since we have defined user's location, now if you go to the license, and this time you can assign the license. Now you see this license has been assigned to the users, and this license include different services. You can also assign your user from Microsoft 365 Admin Center. If you go here and if you go to the active users, and if you click on the user, and here you see this license and app, and user's location is predefined here. It is selected already in 365 Admin Center. And now you select and it says 71 application has been granted. Save the changes. Now your license has been assigned successfully. Save the changes. Done. Now if you go here, and you can see whether the user is licensed or unlicensed. Okay, just refresh the console, and you can see the status whether the user is licensed or unlicensed. So you can see the license status. So this is how we manage our objects in Microsoft 365.